Me desperté a las 2.
Destapé la comida y a las 3 me volví a levantar.
¿Quieres estar acá?
No, no, estoy grabando aquí. Queda muy bonito.
Ya.
Hey folks! In this video, I want to talk about how I spent Christmas last year, Christmas 2024. Yes, I know that we are in May, almost in the middle of the year, but it takes me some time to do these vlogs, so try to understand that. The thing is that I have a friend, a really good friend. In fact, he's one of my best friends in life. I've known him for many years, and like 14, 15 years now, or something like that. And he happened to invited me to spend Christmas with his family because 5 months ago I still lived alone here in the city, but not anymore. Like currently I'm not alone. I have my mother here, and but at that time he knew that I was going to be alone and he was thinking of me, so he invited me to spend Christmas with his mother and his sisters, and I accepted. The problem was that by that time I got the cold. I was feeling a bit sick, and even when I took some medicine, I didn't feel that well, but I traveled anyhow. I brought with me my masks, to try not to infect anyone else. I traveled to Campeche, where he lives, and when I arrived at the bus station, he received me and we had lunch. We went to the market, which is nearby. We bought some food, and after that, we headed for his village because his family have a house in a little village in Campeche. So we gathered with his mother and his sisters, and we went together to this little village. Actually, I don't remember the name of the village, but we went together. And when we arrived, I saw that the house was already decorated, like Christmas time and such. So after a little while, we had dinner, and the food that his mother cooked was completely delicious. I loved it. It was so tasty that I wanted to eat more and more. They brought like several dishes, and all of them like traditional Christmas food. By that time when you are alone, you start feeling like homesick, like you wish to be with a family or something, to spend that time. And I'm very grateful to him for having invited me to spend Christmas with his family. That's a great detail to me from his part. I enjoyed it very much. His family, his mother was amazing, like very kind. His sisters were very friendly with me as well. So next day they went to the church to the mass and such. I didn't because I am not a believer, but I respect their beliefs. So when they were back home, we spent a while there, and after we had lunch and we ate again the delicious food of his mother, my friend accompanied me, and we both traveled together towards Campeche city so I could travel to Merida again. I don't know why, but it always happens to me that I have to travel and I'm like arriving just in time, I hate it, but that's what happened. So we had to wait for a while for the first bus from the village to Campeche city, and we arrived just in time so I could take the second bus from Campeche city to Merida city. And I remember that we were like trying to get a taxi or something, but it was quite difficult. We couldn't. we couldn't, and we ended up walking the from the first bus station to the other, like, by walking, and we were like running actually. Because as I told you, we arrived just in time for me to take the bus. Actually, we arrived and I went directly to the bus, to get on board, and I was like, "God the fuck! Why the fuck it always happens to me? I don't know, but that's it." It's annoying because in Campeche they don't have like too much services like Uber, these taxi platforms, like taxis and such. So when we arrived at the bus station, we barely said goodbye to each other, and I got into the bus. And then finally, I was coming back to Merida, and that was it. That was my adventure. And I want to make a point highlighting that I appreciate very much that my friend considered me, thought about me when it comes to this Christmas time, and he already knew that I was going to be alone, but he didn't want me to be alone, so he invited me with his family and shared with me his house, his family food, and everything. That's something that I appreciate from the bottom of my heart, and I will always love him. Love him and his family. That's it. And that's it, friends. I hope you enjoyed my story. I hope that you have those kinds of friends as well, because those kinds of friendships are very difficult to find and even more difficult to keep. So I appreciate it very much. I appreciate him very much. And that's it. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.